David, what are you doing? Those aren't Qurans, are they?
No.
You're not going to burn these books, are you?
Well, the thought had crossed my mind.
No! Don't burn these books. Books are filled with valuable information. Here, let me randomly pick one and open to a random page. Uthman sent to every Muslim province one copy of what they had copied and ordered that all the other Quranic materials, whether written in fragmentary manuscripts or whole copies, be burnt.
Let me see that. Uthman ordered that all other Quranic materials be burnt. So there's already been a Burn the Quran Day.
And like currently I've got 37 different Arabic Qurans. I haven't went through them all, but so far I've got over 90,000 textual variations between them. And that is sad reality.
90,000 textual variations in a book in which there are zero. That's the real miracle of the preservation of the Quran. I made an article on that was probably over 10 years ago, and I wrote the article. It was titled something along the miracle of the preservation of the Quran. And the miracle, I said, is that the Quran has all of the features of a book that's been changed over and over and over again, and yet it's somehow never been changed. That's the miracle, right? It has all the features, all the characteristics of a book that was just passed on by human beings, in which case human beings make mistakes, human beings make changes, and it has all the characteristics of a book that was passed on by humans and that was changed over and over and over again. And yet it's somehow been perfectly preserved, even though it has all the features of a book that's been changed. And so that's the real miracle of the Quran there. And so you're saying that you've acquired tens of thousands of Quran variants in your 37 different Arabic versions of the Quran. And ladies and gentlemen, that right there is why Muslims like Shabir Ali are being forced to acknowledge it. And so notice, going back to why, Shabir Ali is going to get in trouble over this. Shabir's going to get in trouble over this, but from Muslims, not from us. We think it's a mark of integrity to actually acknowledge certain facts. But Shabir's going to get in trouble for this, for acknowledging this, when I think Shabir's thinking long term, like how long can we just keep denying this? How long, when Christians like Hatun are coming up and putting the Qurans in our faces, how long can we keep saying, nope, perfect preservation right down to the letter? And Shabir is acknowledging this. I think Yasser Qadi is realizing this, and they're realizing we can't just keep saying perfect preservation right down to the letter. It's not going to work. But again, Muslims, I don't know why this won't affect your confidence in your leaders and apologists in any way, right? It's like, because I see this in these live streams, right? You'll hear something from your Muslim apologist. You'll come here, use it in the chat. It'll be completely refuted and destroyed. We'll expose your leader or your apologist as a complete liar. And then you'll come back the next day with your next claim from your Muslim apologist, the next thing you heard from your Muslim apologist, right? And we'll expose that as a lie. We could do this 487 times, showing that your leaders are just flat out lying to you, and you'll keep mindlessly believing anything they say. And so notice here, again, you can go to almost any Muslim apologetics book, any Dawah book, it'll say perfect preservation right down to the letter. When you open up that book and you read that, and then you hear even Shabir Ali now admitting, nope, there are different versions of the Quran, definitely has not been perfectly preserved. How do you not say, well, I don't trust those guys anymore? If they were telling me lies about that, why am I going to trust them about other things? How does that not enter your mind? That would be the first thing that, if I were a Muslim, that would be the first thing that entered my head. If they were lying to me about that, everything they're saying is under investigation as far as I'm concerned right now.
Sahih Muslim. Abu Musa al-Ash'ari sent for the reciters of Basra. They came to him and they were 300 in number. They recited the Quran and he said, "You are the best among the inhabitants of Basra, for you are the reciters among them. So continue to recite it. But bear in mind that your reciting for a long time may not harden your hearts, as were hardened the hearts of those before you."
Good. Wow, it says they had their hearts hardened. Well, what happened next?
Let's keep reading and find out. We used to recite a surah which resembled in length and severity to Surah Barat. I have, however, forgotten it, with the exception of this, which I remember out of it. If there were 2 valleys full of riches for the son of Adam, he would long for a 3rd valley, and nothing would fill the stomach of the son of Adam but dust. And we used to recite a surah which resembled one of the surahs of Musabihat, and I have forgotten it. So this is saying that 2 chapters of the Quran are missing because Muslims forgot them.
Let me see that. You're right. This is saying that 2 entire chapters are missing because Muslims forgot them.
This is how silly, how stupid it is. Be vigilant, be smart, be intelligent. Otherwise, the devil, he will not hesitate to make fun of you if you are stupid. And again, I repeat, if a fool like Muhammad can fool you, how fool are you? I'm not going to say how foolish, I will say how fool, because foolish is an act. Fool is you being a fool. Even it's more correct in English to say foolish, right? But I will say how fool are you? Because you adopted foolishness and now you are the fool. Not only you are doing foolishness, you are the fool. You embrace foolishness. So I want to say thank you all for being here. May the Lord bless you. And soon we are going to publish a few books for free. And one of them is A Deception of Allah in the Indonesian language. Very soon it's going to be out for free. All right. So thank you. May the Lord bless you. And may the Lord save you all from the evil and evildoers. Doesn't matter who they are. Love the Muslims. We love the Hindus, we love the Buddhas, we love the atheists, but the question is, do they want that love? Do they love the Lord as He loved them? That is dependent on you, and it's your choice. Christ is Lord, Islam is false.
Absolutely trashed.